Hey, I'm Nabi Blooms, and this is Pause, Listen, Speak. This is an English podcast to help you hone your listening and speaking skills. Each episode starts with a letter and ends with some reflection. No scripts, just natural speaking. How does it work? First, pause. Look at the picture while I read and share my thoughts. Next, listen. I'll read the letter again with no comments. You can follow along. Last, speak. Share your thoughts in the comments, message me, or talk about it with your tutor. Now let's get started. Letter 2. Movie Night Mayhem. Dear Nabi, every Friday night, we try to have a family movie night. I make popcorn, we get out our comfy blankets, and everyone gathers in the living room. At least that's the plan. But every single week, we run into the same issue. Nobody agrees on what to watch. My oldest wants action. My youngest wants animated. My mate wants something inspiring, whatever that means. And me, I just want something we can all sit through without all the fussing. Sometimes we spend more time scrolling than watching anything at all. I thought about just picking something myself and calling it done, but that feels too bossy. Then again, letting everyone vote doesn't seem to work either. Should I make it a surprise movie night where I pick, or keep letting it be a group decision, even if it's chaotic? Sincerely, worn out remote. My comments. I think this is an easy one for me because after reading the letter, I think it's pretty obvious that you said every single week you run into the same issue, and I can see why. Basically, there is no plan. The plan that you have in place is to have a movie night, but that's as far as it went. So if you're still trying to decide who's going to pick it, we're going to vote on it, and you're waiting until that night to do that, for a younger child, that's probably a big expectation, more than they could handle, to compromise with an older sibling. If they were just by themselves, and you sit with your youngest and say, hey, tonight we're going to have a movie night. What do you want to watch? It would be no problem. But when you add in an older sibling and the sharing element, which younger ones at times, going through different stages, hate to do, then you're sort of setting yourself up, I think. And I think that's what's happening. I think you're just setting yourself up. So I think there has to be some planning. The one thing that gets to me also is when you said, my mate wants something inspiring, whatever that means. It almost sounds like they're not involved. And you may have to get everyone involved, sitting together before Friday night, and discussing how Friday night will happen. What will be the events that take place? We're going to watch a movie. We're going to have popcorn. We're going to decide what movie we're going to watch. Okay, how are we going to decide this? We can't just watch the movie you want. We can't just watch the movie you want. We have to have a way to decide that. Or, we're going to pick numbers. We're going to put the movie in the hat and pick it out. But whatever we do, we need to be fine with it. And also because of the younger, well, it could happen to the oldest too. It doesn't just have to be the youngest one. But if they do not accept what is set up, so say that Friday night comes along and they agreed, okay, whatever movie you choose, I'm going to go with, I'm in agreement. But yet, for some reason, they're not in agreement on Friday night. They sort of forgot what they said, what they agreed to. You have to have some type of plan in place. How do I deal with this behavior? You cannot ignore the behavior because you're teaching them. It sort of goes back to letter one, about role modeling and the time you spend together. It's not what you're teaching, it's how you're teaching it. So that's what I would say. I would say have a plan in place and discuss it with them ahead of time. If you want them to choose, then you have to include them in on that decision also on how things are going to be done at their level of understanding, making sure the younger child understands, making sure the older child understands, and have that mate involved, backing you up so that they can see that you both of you are in agreement and supporting one another. I think that's very important. Okie dokie, I may have said too much on that one, but I'm going to let you speak now. It's your turn. Go ahead and leave your comments, okay? I'll be waiting for them. I'm very curious what you have to say about this, and I'll see you for the next letter. Letter 2. Movie Night Mayhem. Dear Nobby, every Friday night, we try to have a family movie night. I make popcorn, we get out our comfy blankets, and everyone gathers in the living room. At least that's the plan. But every single week, we run into the same issue. Nobody agrees on what to watch. My oldest wants action. My youngest wants animated. My mate wants something inspiring, whatever that means. And me, I just want something we can all sit through without all the fussing. Sometimes we spend more time scrolling than watching anything at all. I've thought about just picking something myself and calling it done, but that feels too bossy. Then again, letting everyone vote doesn't seem to work either. Should I make it a surprise movie night where I pick, or keep letting it be a group decision, even if it's chaotic? Sincerely, worn out remote. Hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments or in the members area at English with Nobby.